fire was reported sometime after 9 o'clock, and it's fully involved 2 buildings here. One was the Thai restaurant, and I don't know what's in the building beside it. And I think the fire department's done an excellent job keeping it contained to those 2 buildings, because it was going pretty good when they got here.
Looks like a really major effort as far as staffing and manpower.
Oh yes, I don't know how many shifts the chief has called in on his, plus the street department has helped us put up barricades to keep cars off of us, and where we can use a few police officers down here. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 down here, and then we got the rest of the truck.
There's nobody in either building that's been involved in fire right now. The primary building that was involved in fire was an Oriental restaurant. It is we had heavy fire in there. We initially sent crews inside the building to try to find the fire and extinguish the fire. There was too much fire, heat, and smoke for us to do that. So we pulled them back out of the building. When we pulled them back out of the building, we went into defensive mode of operations. The flames had started breaking through the roof of the building. We went into defensive mode of operations. These buildings down here are all connected together, basically. And some of them have firewalls between them, some of them don't. Matter of fact, some of them share a common wall that has beams going into the walls, going into each building from the sides. So it makes it very, very difficult for us determining where the fire spread to and how much it's going through those beams into the building next door. Yeah, we had, well, all 4 of the engines, primary engines from the Greenville Fire Department are on the scene. We have reserve engines in our stations ready for another call to come in case another call were to come in. So we've got several personnel that are not here that are staffing the rest of the city. And we also called in some volunteer firefighters, volunteer fire departments. I think we have 3 of those here that we called in as mutual aid, mainly to help us because our guys get real tired very fast. We get those into rehab and get them some rest, and kind of it's a way to rotate out what personnel we have.
We're just backing up Greenville. We were paged out, just manpower and a tanker, and we're just offering assistance, pretty much just surround and drown.
Well, what observations do you have coming upon the scene of how things look and how everybody's working together?
It looks good. Looks like everything's going pretty well and everybody's working good together.
Now, Jason, there are a lot of firefighters here, a lot of other emergency providers. Do you find that everybody works pretty well together in, the mission of making things safe again?
Oh yeah. There's no doubt that by far, when it comes to major events like this, and everybody just pulls together, puts their differences aside, and works for the people of the county and city. This just goes to back up when we had that first incident with the warehouse building. That was actually, since the 5 years I've been in the department, that it's actually, we've had a chance to work with Chief Foulks and everybody down there. And it's just been a wonderful experience to be able to come out here and assist these guys.
I think the fire department has done an excellent job in suppressing the fire. So, I feel like the fire is being contained now. So hopefully, we'll be through with this here in the next little while. Chief Foulks did an excellent job, as a commander, making sure that everyone stayed safe, and he's to be commended for that also.
Is there anything that you can say at this point as to the investigation into the cause of the fire and what will be going on in the next several days?
Not at this time, but I'm sure that the City Fire Department investigator will certainly be on scene investigating, determine what the cause of the fire is.
Our fire marshal is on his way to the scene right now. He will be investigating to try to determine the cause. Unknown what the cause is right now. It appears that the main body of the fire, or where the bulk of the fire had started, was on the first floor. Looked to be in the kitchen area, and we had a lot of smoke and flames coming out of the vent from the kitchen stove area in there. So, looking at the initial parts of it, it looks like it's possibly in the kitchen of the restaurant, but we're not positive.
We're rehabbing the firefighters as far as giving them water, drinks, and that type of stuff. Also monitoring their vital signs to make sure they're within proper limits to actually firefight. We've got about 15, 20 volunteers here that's working the Depot Street side along with the back side of the structure. So just kind of keep them safe to do their job.
Well, Brian, this is a devastating loss for us in the area. And with our revitalization, this is not exactly how we plan to revitalize. So we'll have to assess the damage once this is done, see what happens, and figure out where we go from there. See what the property owners want to do and the community.
What it looks like to be the scope of the loss for downtown Greenville, and what do you think will be happening in the months ahead? had as a result of this?
Well, unfortunately, it's very emotional for all of us, particularly in the community, to have this happen. We're sorry. It brings to light a lot of things that you have when you have in a historic community, how fast things can be taken away from you, how fast they can be destroyed. So we'll see where we can do. The community will rally, we always do, and we'll go from there and work with the property owners, rediscover Greenville, do what we can to bring Greenville back together again.